Y'all already see the title. Y'all already see the thumbnail. I'm not gonna waste none of y'all time, so let's get straight into it.
Ah, man, I gotta use the bathroom. Where's Virgil's grave? Okay, so.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's tough. Soon as we start. Dang, that's kind of foul. That's foul. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type of person to play about like the dead and stuff, bro. I kind of like to respect it. I don't know. That's just kind of how I rock. Some people rock a little different, but when it comes to somebody that's gone, I just let it be. Even if I had beef with somebody, whoop de whoop, or you know what I'm saying, it's cool. Like, look, rest in peace. I don't even let it. Look, they gone. I ain't got nothing to say. That's crazy. He said, "Where can I?" Some by where his grave is, so he can use the restroom. That's crazy.
That wasn't.
I don't endorse that joke. I don't endorse that joke.
It's dark humor though. Depending on who you're around, it's dark humor. So some people get down with it, some people do. If I was around, I wouldn't make a big fuss about it. I'd just be like, oh, damn. I probably would have been confused at first, like, oh, okay. Yeah, I feel you. Shit. Do your thing.
The Quavo one.
The Quavo moment.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Virgil can't come after me.
Okay.
I can tell Sneako, he know who he around, so he trying to play it cool. And that's why he said rest in peace, trying to basically say, like, look, I don't endorse that, but it's Kanye. He going to do his thing. But he ain't trying to go back and forth with Kanye. I get that. It seems like he playing this move from what I see right now.
Virgil's millionaire as well, so no one.
Yeah.
One of the people that Virgil changed their lives is gonna come after you. So that means no one's coming after you.
Tell the security to stand down.
Yeah. Put the AR-15s down.
Yeah, you guys
Sneako, I thought you changed your life, man. I thought you really were going on a new path. Why are you aligning yourself with Kanye West?
Let me stop before he even started. I believe he's aligning himself with Kanye West because it might be an opportunity for him to get some attention and some relevancy to his name, because attention is currency in this entire ecosystem that you are uploading videos on. I'm uploading videos on. The whole reason why anybody knows the name Sneako. That's just me using my common sense. That's what I believe it is. Y'all let me know if y'all believe it's something different. Nothing against Omeezy. I'm just giving my little I'm just giving my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Now, there is no reason, shenanigan, or action that could get Kanye West to have me cover him on my channel, but I'm pretty sure everybody in
it's definitely something he could do to get me to cover him. If he do something that's worthy of talking about, we talking about it.
Everybody's mama has seen some of the recent shenanigans that Kanye West has been doing across the internet these past couple of months. Whether it be dropping a song where he said that he was either touched or he touched his cousin or something like that. That's when I gave my cousin head. Or the academics video.
I never even heard that before. I guess that's what some people was talking about. That's when I gave my cousin head. Was his cousin at least a girl? At least that's not right either way. I don't rock with the incest. But when he said gave my cousin head, is he at least? I'm trying to. It's just like a lesser of the worst. And to me, there is a lesser of the worst in that situation. To me, you shouldn't be doing nothing with your cousin. But if that did happen, is he talking about giving his male cousin head or giving his female cousin? I just want to know for clarification for myself if anybody knows. I don't think either one is right though, but I do want to know because it makes a difference in my eyes. I don't think either one is right, but it makes a difference in my eyes.
Where he purposefully and intentionally went on and put a KKK hood on in order to get some sort of clicks or views or something like that.
Why say Virgil after he passed?
I'm evil.
I have nothing to say.
I watched the interview. That was before I was reacting. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to react to it and post it, but I don't remember saying I'm evil. My goodness. Lee.
about Kanye West, but I do find it very interesting who has started to align himself with Kanye West, and it's somebody that we've talked about on this channel plenty of times and even given some sort of praise to, because it seemed like he was turning over a new leaf. You see, the last time we touched on Sneako on this platform, pause, I don't know if I can say that in regards to Kanye West and his new lyrics and the combination, it's just, it might hit a little close to home, but last time we talked about Sneako on this channel, he had seemingly got back to his roots. He had turned over a new leaf. He had gotten back to what people loved from him, and that was that vlog style, inspirational, creative content.
What's up, guys? I used to watch him back in high school, and I love this new content. Let's go. Away from all the red pill stuff, man. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. I love it. I've been watching you.
Project X has brought my PR higher than it's been in a long time. And I have this history of always self-sabotaging when I'm at a high point. I remember having this conversation with Gideon 2 years ago, and he said, Sneako, people want to like you, but you keep giving them reasons not to. I love that lyric from Ye on Onsite where he says, as soon as they like you, make them unlike you, because kiss people ass is so unlike you.
Sneako, no, you're just supposed to rap the lyrics. You're not really supposed to embody them. Sneako went on talking about how the red pill community was nothing but for clicks and money and stuff like that, but at some point it gets boring, uncreative, you grow up, you grow out of that space and that sphere. It's really for the losers, etc., etc. And seeing as to how he's not only vowed to not go back down that path, not only has he also started creating new content in this form or fashion that goes away from the red pill content, but he's also starting to essentially quote unquote make enemies in that space. He's been open about his beef towards Walter from the Fresh and Fit podcast. I mean, their beef is very vocal at this point, to the point where they were getting into sign-ups for boxing matches. Like, Sneako promised the community that he was going to go away from this content as a whole. But there's one person who seemingly can bring Sneako back to this alt-right, nasty, grifting side of the internet. And it's his favorite content creator, favorite artist, Kanye West.
People call us cucks and then cucks. I'll get cucked and shit just for like to switch it up. But
For the rush, you know.
yeah, it's like be on the outside of the door and shit like that.
Car racing.
Yeah.
Are we streaming or no?
Yeah.
We're streaming?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I wish I knew.
Oh, we're live?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And you know what? I've never been a cuck before, so bonding over cucking or that type of lifestyle might be something that is very unique, and it might be hard to find friendship over. So maybe Kanye West is the only person that Sneako can get to. But really, Sneako, really, Kanye West.
Wait, why did he start hitting the camera? What did I miss? What did they say that made him get up and start turning the camera? I don't want to rewind it. Y'all let me know. What did I miss? What did I miss?
All people. See, I think this move is because Sneako has been bored / not getting paid from doing content creation. Take a walk with me. He was putting out these creative, innovative, vlogs that people love on X, and it was going well. He was amassing tons and tons and tons of views. But because he has inflicted all these bans on himself from these other platforms, which they are justified to ban him because he was saying and doing some of the most outrageous things, it left him to only place this content on a platform like X. And as much as Elon Musk and some of the OnlyFans.
This is reminding me of, I think, when Fresh and Fit was going through like all them bans. So how did Myron find a way to like get back on and have his channel and do this and that? Which I'm definitely happy for him. You know what I'm saying? I agree with a lot of the stuff that he says, but I'm just wondering in my head, like, okay, so how did he find his way back? And you know what I'm saying, like, if he did it, why can't Sneako find a way to do that too, so that he could get to doing this thing again?
Fans, girls rave on the platform. It's not a platform that provides you a whole bunch of money. And Sneako found this out very, very quickly.
Bro, X paid me $88.
For what?
In December.
For one video?
For the month.
For how many videos?
For 35 videos, I made $135 the first payout. The second one was $88.
You might as well go work at fucking McDonald's. Put the fries in the bag. Holy shit.
That's not even enough to like...
Dude!
$100? Elon, it's like pointless to be a unique You just should put the steak logo everywhere.
Yeah.
You should be an OnlyFans creator.
Yeah, I know.
Sucking a microphone.
I'm telling you, that's what it takes, Sneako. I'm telling you, bro.
And as much as the culture was feeling Sneako, as many...
Also, I feel like he could have said that a little bit different, because you gotta keep your relationships clean, bro. Having a relationship with Elon Musk, having that possibility, you gotta keep that clean. You gotta play it smart. Gotta play the game, brother. Gotta play the game. But I feel like he could have said that a little bit differently. And that's my first time seeing Oh Boy again with the, I think he kind of autistic in a sense. Last time I seen him, he was having a birthday and it was showing that like nobody showed up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't really remember him like that, but I just seen him in this last clip.
Views as he was averaging anywhere between like 250K to 1 million views plus on each of these vlogs. That doesn't necessarily pay the bills. Like, it just does not do it. So when he got a phone call from Kanye West, who damn near nobody at this point would touch with a 10-foot pole. I mean, Kanye West has done some attempts to get media attention from people like Kai Cenat, and honestly, nobody's falling for the bait. Attempts to get media attention.
Kai Cenat confirms the Kanye stream is no longer happening. I seen the tweets. It's GG's. Oh, I'm guessing, yeah, Kai seen, like, when he was going crazy, he was like, nah, I can't associate. And I do believe on Kai part, that's extremely smart. From where he's at, you know, his positioning right now, I think it's smart to do that because he don't need that from Kanye. That can only bring bad backlash. It's not like Kanye is so big to where it would just be a crazy boost to Kai. It could if he was on good terms, but knowing what he just doing, he know that would just bring hate and that would probably hurt him. But for Sneako situation, I think that is smart for him to do something with Kanye right now and just play it smooth. From what I seen at the beginning, it seemed like he was trying to play it smooth, in my opinion. But I mean, when you're around somebody that's that famous, got that much money, you ain't trying to just stone face them. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You trying to play it cool. You trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just keep a vibe.
Attention from people like Kai Cenat, and honestly, nobody's falling for the bait at this point. It makes sense that Sneako, somebody who is also on the outskirts of all this content creation, would pick up that phone and do some sort of collaborations. Now, of course, they have to do this on some sort of fringe platform like Party, because Sneako himself has been banned in the past for dressing up in a Hitler costume on Kick, and his contract with Rumble ended, and literally he's banned from every other platform. So now he has to go to the edges of society with somebody else who's at the edge of society and have some of the deeper conversations that people want to talk about. You know, he's learned from his past mistakes. He's not going to let that stuff happen again. He's with one of the more genius minds. People put him in the conversations with the Walt Disneys, with the Jeff Bezos, with the Bill Gates. Let's see what Sneako and Kanye West have to talk about in 2025, because this...
I know they used to put Kanye in them talks before. I don't know if they do now. More so, I hear more talks about people talking about how autistic he is, or how mentally ill he is, or how sick he is in the head. And now I can't confirm nothing. Me personally, I do believe there is something going on with him mentally, because he was just all raving about, you know what I'm saying, Jesus is king, this and that, and then he was back on his other stuff, whoopty whoop. But at the same time, bro, people live their day to day saying they, you know what I'm saying, love Jesus, do this and that, and or living completely opposite throughout their day, doing things that go directly against that. So I just think because cameras is on him, it's much more easier for people to ridicule the things that he's doing when people are literally doing the same things on a much smaller scale. In the same sense, but in a much smaller scales, because they not being recorded. They ain't got the money he got to just be doing it on a crazy large scale. But
this is so important that everybody needs to sit up and listen to it immediately.
So Hitler said, even in his death, he will start World War III. One of his soldiers asked how. Hitler replied, the day mankind finds out what I was trying to defend this nation from, Germany from, then that's the day World War III will start. For on that day, mankind will learn that I was trying to save my nation from the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Jews. For if Americans win the war, then they will conquer the world and forever be a slave to the Jews, and they would try to conquer God. Do you know who America...
Before we even continue, whether you believe what he's saying, whether you don't believe what he's saying, it doesn't even matter whether I believe it or don't believe it. I would have to look more into it to really have a fair assessment to whether I believed it or not, whoopty whoop. I just don't think it's smart to even get into those type of politicking when it comes to stuff like that. That's too much of a juggernaut. It's too many people that might feel this way or that way no matter what you say. So I just think you just stay far away from that. The reason I think Kanye doesn't care because he is a billionaire. You're not affecting his pockets. When they say, "Oh, he lost this deal and lost that deal," he's a billionaire, bro. It doesn't matter. If I was a billionaire, I ain't gonna lie, it'd probably be a lot more crazier things I would be saying right now. Crazy, probably. My intrusive thoughts will be winning for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But can't play about the money. Now Sneako, he is in a different position. You know what I'm saying? He can't be saying him being around that. It might temporarily help, but him being around it, people are going to associate him with those exact same things. So he kind of putting himself in that same light, and he's not a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He's worried about paying them bills. Kanye ain't worried about he gonna be doing what he doing. He gonna be doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So, dang, that's tough though.
Has in its possession. It's like goes into like a run on. I want to see the rest of it, but that's accurate. That's exactly what happened.
Do they not have a new song and dance at this point? Like, is it all Hitler talk, Jewish talk, or whatever the case may be? I mean, literally, Kanye West is a musical genius, and a lot of people still think Sneako is still innovative and creative in the content creation sphere. This is a guy who won a Mr. Beast contest. It's amazing that two talented and gifted minds in their own rights can't literally have conversations about anything besides cucking and Hitler, Jews and black guy penis. After a certain point, I mean, Hitler died. I just don't know what else can really even be talked about. And I expect nothing less from Kanye West, who at this point has lost any and all credibility in any sort of cultural conversation. Like, he's not moving the needle at all anymore. No promises of albums, no promises of new content, and hell, not even promises of clothes at this point are having people jumping out to attach their name to him at this point.
Yeah, I don't see why. I should say that I believe Kanye definitely should still do the clothes and stuff, like do some exclusive stuff, so it can kind of run up the hype around it. Do some exclusive stuff. He really don't need the money. At least in my opinion, I don't think he do. I think this is a great opportunity for Sneako to do something like that while he was streaming. He could have been releasing like Sneako x Kanye West type. You know what I'm saying? I obviously would have had to get the approval of Ye. But I think that would have been a good opportunity. He should have did something like that so he can actually like try to capitalize off the situation, in my opinion. But let me know.
But it's crazy because Sneako did say to us at one point in time that he was done with all this content. He was done with the red pill, done with the talking about the Jews, done with talking about, you know, this boogeyman figure that's behind closed doors. But yet when Kanye West comes knocking at his door, it seems that he can do that for whatever reason. Like, it's just stupid. And I don't even think that they're really creating anything, or these are Sneako's ideas. Like,
I don't think it's necessarily stupid. I just think what is going to be good or bad depending on whatever the narrative is pushed behind it, and whoever has the biggest narrative push. Like, say for if most people watch this video, the Sneako is failing his redemption arc by Omeezy. If majority of the people are watching his narrative and agreeing with him, then that is what will be pushed. If somebody else makes another video and is pushing opposite and saying he's just letting out his thoughts or whatever, whoopty whoop, and that, say for his video hits 100K whoopty whoop, but the other video that has the opposite narrative hits a mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, that will become the sentiment. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all let me know.
He is just giving Kanye West the platform in order to get his shit off and be his do boy, his errand guy, or whatever the case may be. Because when Kanye West went on the Piers Morgan platform and got ran off because he didn't like what Piers Morgan had to say, Sneako was right there to try to clean it up.
I watch what you put out on X. You got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
Well, how many is it?
I think you could do.
I mean, so you're not gonna take inches off my dick. It's crazy. I'm guessing based off him saying that, he got more than 34 million. I think he still could have said that and presented that much differently, but it's still correcting them. It'd be like, sorry, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, I continue to be humble, but you know what I'm saying? I don't have 34 million. I currently have like 50 something or 60 something. I'm just proud of that. I'm proud of all my supporters that's come through and support some, you know what I'm saying? But you're not about to take inches up. And to a certain extent, I respect it. And I ain't gonna lie, with that type of money, I wouldn't put it past me to probably make that type of statement. I ain't gonna lie. With that type of money, I'm a billionaire. Stop playing with me, bro. If I'm a billionaire and I know how to live below my means and, you know what I'm saying, keep my money safe and do what I got to do with it, probably be saying whatever I want to say too.
Do the study. You got a whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it?
Don't help them out. You know they.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No. Congratulations. Your information is correct.
Wait, it wasn't 32. It was 33. I would be like, bro, stop. That's not that serious. 32 to 33. Good stuff. But that wouldn't be enough to necessarily just stop him. If it was like an extra 10, extra 20, extra 30, I would have. Hold on. Let's not forget all my new supporters that have come through. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of ways you could have presented that.
Heck, you're not just some, dude trying to sub. I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why?
I'm not gonna lie. I mess with the hoodie he got on heavy. I mess with it heavy, and I love the glass. What are those glasses Kanye got on? What are those glasses? They don't cost no crazy amount of money. If I can get it for the low, for the cheap, you know how I'm rocking.
Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? Sir, this is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay.
Yay. Oh, how did that go? I was about to ask you that. I'm still live. Oh, okay. What did you? I thought it went well. I thought you did the right thing. He was being disrespectful. I thought it was necessary. I stayed a bit longer. He just kept asking me questions about you, so I'm like, I'm not going to answer them. I think it makes him look bad and it makes you look good because he was really upset. He started insulting me too when you left.
Message to Piers Morgan: if you want to do a proper interview, then show basic respect. You know exactly what his name is. You know exactly how many followers Ye has. And you intentionally didn't do that. For a guy your age who's supposed to be a master of journalism, you showed an embarrassing display here. And
also, I believe Sneako went about that the wrong way. I feel like he personally I believe he's trying to play the side of Kanye more, but I just don't think he been smooth about it. Like, you got to know how to play that neutral ground. And sometimes playing that neutral ground can make you lose one side of the party, and you got to take that risk. Sometimes he could have more so probably even came off like, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking on the spot. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Kanye wasn't Ye wasn't really, feeling the vibe already. He already wasn't in a good mood getting on here. He really didn't like that you misspoke on the amount of followers he had. I don't think Piers Morgan necessarily probably meant anything by it, but maybe the way that he came off, like I would have, tried to put it a certain type of way to kind of try to chain it back together type deal. But y'all let me know what y'all would have did.
It's not going to reflect well upon you.
Are you being serious right now, Sneako? Like, are you not seeing what's happening right now? I mean, I don't think 1 million follower difference on Twitter is truly being disrespectful in a conversation. And hell, maybe I don't see the bigger picture, but I ask to you, is this the content that you want to be making right now? Like, is this what...
I agree. I don't think 1 million is that big of a difference when it comes to 32 to 30. I don't think that's big of a difference.
Your goal was when you decided to put away the red pill shit? Like, is this what you really saw yourself doing? Is being the, I don't know, voice of logic and reasoning for Kanye West? Like, I don't know if you can see what he's doing, but he's literally using you as some sort of social media voice platform because nobody else will even touch him with a 10-foot pole. Not even like the craziest of the crazy. Like, I'm being so serious. I don't even think he can get an audience with Myron and Walter on Fresh and Fit. Like, he's tried it with Kai. He's tried it with some of the bigger creators in the game, the FaZe guy. He's tried it with everybody, and you're the only one that's stuck. And I promise you, this isn't going to further your 90 minutes of fame or whatever the case may be. Like, this is going to be something that is...
It could. If he plays it right and does certain things at certain times, I believe that it could. I can't necessarily say it like I'm just some living example because... we still trying to build, we still trying to grind right now, but when we still plan on grinding and continue to grind, even when we make it to what we want to make it to. But I think he could come off on top from this. I just believe he got to play it a little bit different from now on.
is just another feather in the cap as to why people don't like Sneako anymore. Now, Kanye West's downfall is sad in and of itself. I mean, he used to hang around the Jay-Z's, the Pharrells, the whoever's, but now he can't even get an audience if he had a speaker and sat in Central Park. Like, it's disgusting and it's sad what's happened to him. But it's crazy because Sneako, at one point in time, I used to be very fond of Kanye West. Like, my name used to be Kanye in Training on Instagram. But even I grew up and learned that it's okay to disrespect.
Kanye in Training? Dang, you was a fan for real, for real. Shout out to Omeezy. Kanye in Training. Damn. That's lit. That's lit.
Associate yourself from your quote unquote idols or people that you used to look up to. You were a kid and you were naive, but that doesn't mean that you have to still entertain their foolishness, shenanigans, and malarkey, especially when it's laden with racism. Like, it's disgusting how the rhetoric from Kanye West is being plastered by you on your platform. Like, he is literally using you to broadcast this. And I find it very scary that you're able to switch up the personality that you have based on the people that you can be around. I agree with this tweet that I saw on X the other day that was like, yo, those people that are able to just switch up like that are sinister and dangerous, because you never know what you're gonna get. You don't know that are able to just switch up like that are sinister and dangerous, because you never know what you're gonna get. You don't know.
Nah, I see what that means. I agree with that sentiment in a sense, but I more so look at that sometimes as somebody being able to be to adapt really good. Now, depending on how you present it is what can make somebody feel a certain type of way. Because I feel like I'm very good at adapting. I feel like I could be this type of person or be that type of person while still being true to myself. But I don't know. Y'all let me know. Now let me know how y'all feel.
Oh, if you're gonna get somebody who is, I don't know, calm one day and turned up the next. You don't know if you're gonna get somebody who is, you know, tolerant of all these environments and you can introduce them to a bunch of new things, and on the next day, edgy and, you know, disgustingly bigoted and all this other stuff. You don't know if you're gonna get somebody who is not racist one day and then is racist the next day. I
do get that. I understand his sentiment. I have my own thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Y'all go support Omeezy on everything he got going. He makes amazing videos. I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.